This is a training day to raise awareness amongst officers that police within the rural parts of Dorset. It's about engaging with our rural community. It's looking and revisiting some legislation and making sure that officers are fully aware of the latest tactics and initiatives that are happening within the rural crime world. I think it's proving to be very important because officers may not have had the experience of what we've seen today on the farm, and things like how to handle horses, how to handle cattle, talking about identification of livestock, and just seeing how the farm environment works is really important. Rural crime is an issue, the same as crime is within the urban area. What we want to make sure is that we are fully engaging with our communities in the rural area, understanding what the impact of the crime on our rural communities are, so that we can have our officers in the right place at the right time. And it's also about educating people around the things they can do for themselves to protect their property and themselves.
We've been talking to the police about rural crime, but also we've been explaining a little bit about how farming works, how animal husbandry works, about animal welfare, about the crops that we grow, about the effect that those crops have. We showed the police how to handle horses and how to handle cattle, because partly they will inevitably come across incidents when that is helpful to them, but also partly because it enables them to be much more self-confident around animals. And if you're policing in a rural area, you will come across animals and you'll come across people who live with and care for animals all the time. And if those people understand that their police force are not frightened of cattle, are not frightened of horses, and understand a little bit about how to handle and look after and care for horses and animals, sheep, pigs and so on, then they will give much more respect to the police officers, and in their turn the police officers will have a much better opportunity to be good policemen and help our communities. I've had many experiences with rural crime. It's quite a lonely place, particularly at night. If you're out in the farmyard or out in the wood and there's an intruder and you have no idea who they are or what they're doing, it is quite challenging. We've had thefts here. My son was very nearly killed when he was driven off the road by a person who was probably deer poaching. These things happen in rural areas. Sometimes they're also more by accident. Very often as a result of some malevolence or greed, but that, I'm afraid, is human society.